First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. To throw is Duggan. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Lions at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Try to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 15. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Lance. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now a play fake. Lance flushed out right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. That good for 19 and a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Duggan now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing wrong.
Touchdown, Vikings! Cam Akers, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Slide for the PAT. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing after the interception. Dugan. Over the middle, complete. It's Turner. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Duggan. Eluding the pressure right. A strong running. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Hands it off out of the gun. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's Lance to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't. If he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wants to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
On the ready?
Lance now on first down. Akers back-to-back catches. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Lance looking to change it up. Now a play fake here on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Akers. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Off of play action, here's Lance. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing, Duggan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland. Now they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Lance. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And a great starting field position on this drive. Now they'll force a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Chris Olave. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Shot 17. Blue strike.
From midfield, here's Lance. Short pass caught by Henry. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Ready,
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
10 cycles. Hut, hut.
Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Ready.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
White. Ready.
And Lance now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
A gain of 17 yards brings up second down at the 32-yard line.
Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Lance, he's going to change the play. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry up.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a fourth down.
And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
This is caught at the 20. And in for the Lions touchdown. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Set punt. Ready.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Duggan to throw. Out to the flat here for Johnson. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. To throw is Duggan. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Duggan will look to throw this. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. That's out to the flat for... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And some space here. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, Dugan. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Smash. Hey, check mega.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Red, cycle. Hey, go steal. Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Here's Lance. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
On the set.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check smash. Ultra. Cut.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. When push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Lance looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a two-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This pass into the hands of Turner. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jerk.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 106 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Ready?
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen, because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hey, go Fury. Strike. Strike. Set.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, steal. Strike. Check, strike.
The slot man in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Down the right sideline. He may go. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's...
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Javon Holland. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know. Touchdown! Chris Olave. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Check it.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught and in for the Lions touchdown. Marvin Mims, 54 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Vikings. Chris Olave, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 30.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Duggan. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lance to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Slide 2. Zoom black. Black ultra. Hut, hut.
Throwing on first down is Lance. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Minnesota, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.